They didn't request that you come. They didn't suggest that you can or cannot come. They didn't give you a choice. Right? There was no choice. You had to come. And if you didn't come today, it would have been very difficult, you know. You know why? Because you would have got an email from head office from Encik Sulaiman directly asking you why you didn't go. He will ask you for a show cause and say, explain. So many of you, I'm sure, knew this already and thought, ayyo, have to go lah. Have to go lah, which is why you're here. But let me tell you something else. All of you, I have to ask this question, especially here in East Malaysia. Are you all Malaysians?
Yes.
A few, huh? Any sesat people? I have to check this group here mainly. All from Malaysia, right? Yeah. All from Malaysia. All the kawasan pedalaman, anybody from Indonesia? All from Malaysia. All Malaysians, right? Somebody pointing this side, not sure. Are we not sure? Why do I ask this question? You know, I ask you all if you're Malaysian for one reason only. Because if you are Malaysian, you have this very, very, very special skill. It is an extremely special skill. Only Malaysian. Tidak kira the race, you know, tidak kira bangsa. Whether you are Chinese or Malay or Indian or Kadazan or Iban or from Barrio or from wherever you are, you have the skill if you're born in Malaysia. You go to Singapore, you see a lot of Chinese, Indians and Malays. They're all Singaporeans. They don't have the skill. You go to Indonesia, you go to Medan, Jakarta, you find a lot of Chinese people, find a lot of Indian people. They don't have the skill. You have to be Malaysian to have the skill. You know what that skill is? No, that's a slogan. We always shout out. That's our slogan. What is that skill? Anybody else can guess or not? Makan. Somebody shouted makan. No, makan is not a skill. Makan is our national sport. That is our sukan kebangsaan. Right? If in the Olympics there is a sport separate category for eating, we will be gold medalists all the time. Every category from child to old man, veteran also we will win. But you know what is the special skill that we as Malaysians, only Malaysians have? It is sleeping with your eyes open. It is an extremely special skill that we learn from the time we are students in school. You know, we sit in a classroom, we are very nice people, Malaysians generally. Orang yang peramah. We are very warm and nice people. We will never complain, we will never say no. We will sit, and we will sit in the seminar with our eyes completely open, but we will be completely asleep. And you have attended many seminars. Some of you have gone to KK Airport or Kuching Airport or Sibu or Miri and flown to Kuala Lumpur and gone to that very special place where they specialize in sleeping. You know where that is? Pusat Putra. You know, Pusat Putra, where you can sit in the Dewan Desa Pachi and you can sleep the whole day. And nobody will notice. Many of you are laughing because you've done this before. I can see in your faces. So, also, same thing, I give you this offer. You can spend today and tomorrow here, also in the Beringis Resort, with your eyes completely open, but you can sleep for the next 2 days. They're absolutely fantastic, nice and restful. Tomorrow when you take your flight at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock back to Kuching, Miri, Bintulu, wherever you come from, you will be nice and refreshed. Because you had a lovely, lovely 2 days of rest and relaxation. That's your choice. Because everything that happens to us in our life is your choice. However, I offer you another alternative. Satu alternative lain, terserah kepada anda. How many of you here are married? Please, show me your hands. This is such an honest group. Such an honest group. Normally, when I run for CIMB, all the other regions, when I ask this question, how many of you are married? Half the guys will not put their hands up. All the guys will keep their hand down and say, this weekend I'm not married. Because I have other plans. Right? But very good. So quite a lot of you are married here. How many of you have children? Excellent. How many of you have got parents who are still alive? Well, it's a good question, no? I want to know. The reason why I ask you these questions is because if you're married, how many of you are planning to get married? At some point. Very useful for you. And Haris, what's your name? Joseph and Haris is very important for both of you. If you're planning to get married, actually no. Angie, not married? No target? Not interested? Don't want at all? Huh? She's a hunter, is it? Not a huntee. Right?
No, he said like this.
Huh?
Cannot get married, or he said like this.
He said, no, that's not nice. Well, the reason why I ask you this question, whether you are married, whether you have children, or whether you have living parents, is because this. If you stay with this program today and tomorrow, when we finish at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, if you participate fully in this program, then you will leave at 4 o'clock being a better husband or a better wife, a better father and a better mother for your children. You will be a better child to your own parents. Now, does that make sense to you or not? Yes. More so than anything else. You know why I ask you I tell you this? Because I want you to forget about CIMB Bank today and tomorrow. Nice, you're all wearing CIMB shirts and all that. Very good, excellent. No? But I'd like you to forget CIMB Bank because CIMB Bank is paying EQ Training and Development to run a team building program, how to make teams work. But we have realized in our experience of running team building programs around the country and around the region that people only work for themselves. Why do you come to work every day? For what? Who? Money. Yes, for money. How many of you are loyal to CIMB Bank? Better put your hand up fast. Ardi is looking already. No. Looking around seeing all the disloyal people. I am sure all of you got a lot of loyalty. How many of you have worked in CIMB Bank for 20 years and more? Very loyal. Extremely. Let's start. 30 years and more. Got anybody here? 30 tahun lebih. You don't look old enough. 30 years. No. That means you must have started work when you were 4 years old. How many of you between 10 and 20 years? Between 10 and 20. Good. That means the loyalty factor is fantastic, you know. People have been working. Only 2 reasons why people are loyal and work in a company for more than 20 years or work in a bank for more than 20 years. Reason number 1, you love the bank because they pay you well and you like working there. Reason number 2, you cannot find a job anywhere else. Or rather, nobody will give you a job anywhere else.